Good morning. Today I want to get a little into traditional Nordic music, or in a sense culture, and how it's impacted modern TV, film, and music culture today. Now these traditions are rooted in a few northern countries like Iceland, Finland, Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. Now there was one researcher, ethnographer, that was out of a university in Denmark. His name was Jens Henrik Kudal. He did a wonderful paper on ancient Norwegian cultures, specifically into music. Now ethnography is just a small little sub-branch of anthropology. Anthropology being huge societal, cultural, living experiences. Now ethnography is just, has more specific tastes. A couple of the instruments we can look at are the harp, the clappers, and the fiddle. Now, fiddles are just tiny little guitars. Harps, don't think classical music sense where they're giant and huge. Think small, handheld, portable little guys. Still good nonetheless. And clappers. Now, clappers aren't in itself unique, but Norwegians decided to take it a little step further, and they started to make clappers out of human bones. Clappers, in this sense, you can just imagine taking two ribs and just clapping them together. That's all it is. Now, two artists who have decided to uphold these traditions are Aurora and Heilun. Heilun, very interesting group. Think of an artist that likes to put on a theater on their concerts. That's these guys. Except think in a Norwegian fashion. You got a little bit of blood here. Gorgeous female artist with beautiful soothing tones, a little bit of blood on her. And you got guys who are doing throat singing, the fur pelts, the deer headdresses and the antlers, giant drums everywhere. There's usually about 15 to 20 people on stage. Now Aurora, she kind of goes to the other side of that spectrum and goes to the more connecting to nature type of folk music. Her voice can be described as being ethereal and mystifying, especially in her song Running with the Wolves. Running with the Wolves brought her up to the top 100 Billboard music charts, which is impressive. Now, when we go to the film side of the story, you got Lord of the Rings. Now, Lord of the Rings, just about every one of their songs has traditional Nordic influences. A lot of the times it's going to be about storytelling and the melancholy and haunting sounds. And then even on the other side of the spectrum of that, we have Frozen, little kids movie. Everything about that is traditionally Norwegian. Up in the north, it's snowy. Even the costumes are Norwegian. The singing is heavily Norwegian, melancholic, telling of a story, connecting to nature. Gorgeous. Now, the main reason I wanted to bring this up was because it's cultures like this that we can still see in today's society. Now, these are cultures that have resonated hundreds and hundreds of years. But Aurora and Heilun, they push to preserve all of these sounds and cultures and costumes and stuff like that because they think it's important. And that's not something to take for granted. And I agree. I think it's important that we remember where a lot of the changes today and the cultures that we have today and this melting pot, hodgepodge mess of cultures that we have. And that's something that I believe brings an emphasis on the living cultural heritage in today's artistic landscape.